Okay, Hussein. So am I audible, right? Hussein, Hussein, am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Okay. So in the last session, in the CCNA, we have completed about this, this interval and routing and FHRP also we have completed, right? And today we wanted to go back. So how to secure your router or a switch? Okay, that we will get will discuss today. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So how you're
And
going to.
one more thing, sir. In switch, some that VTI, something is there. Three
VTP is
options,
there,
sir.
STP is
UTA.
there. VTP, STP will cover after this, okay? Because you are going to attend the parallelly, you're going to cover FortiGate firewall, right? So before for
Yes,
the
sir. Yes,
meeting
sir.
purpose, you need to know about all these things first, okay? So that's the reason I'm going back and
Okay, sir.
I'm
Okay.
just going to teach you how we are going to that how we are going to how many there's how many methods we have to secure our devices like firewall switches, okay? So let's suppose we are having one
Okay, sir.
router, and this router is connected with this. Just consider like this router is directly connected with the switch, okay? Just consider like this, and let me connect. Okay, this router is directly connected, okay?
Sir, you're sharing screen. It's not visible in your screen, sir.
Okay, Hussein, let me do that. Now I believe is it visible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay,
Now.
so in initial days when we started the learning about the Cisco CCNA, we covered many topics like what is the router, what is the switch, and what are the protocols we covered. And now
Yes, sir.
you are familiar with the that what are the modes are there, the that configuring. No, overall I mean to say like you are familiar how we are going to configure the router and switch, right? Correct.
Yes.
So now
Yes, sir.
I just
Yes.
wanted to show you. I just wanted to teach you today about this how you're going to secure this devices. Okay, like router and switch. Not about we are not just discussing about the routers. Here we will cover both router and switch. Okay, so there is a many in initial days only I informed like router and switch is having some modes like user modes. Okay, privilege mode
Privilege mode.
and the global configuration
Global.
mode, right? User mode is
Yes.
nothing but
Yes.
enable. Okay, and privilege in here we are having a limited access. Just so command we can do here, right? We cannot configure into user and privilege mode. We just need to verify. We can just run the verification commands, right? Like so
Yes, sir.
commands and the connectivity IP address. These are the things we can check by these two steps. But in the global configuration mode, we can modify, we can delete the policies, we can create all the configuration we can modify, and we can configure here, right? So there
Yes.
is three mode, right? User mode, privilege mode, and the global configuration mode. So here I like we will secure this all these modes as well. Like, okay, earlier there was it is not asking to put the password whenever you are entering enable configuration terminal and the global configuration mode. It was not asking to the password, right?
Yes.
That we will cover today, along with how you're going to secure your this physical device. Okay, so as a user, let's suppose you are working in the office and you are having access of the file this device, and someone is also behind you and who is watching you, okay, what you're putting as a credential. So there is a chances that the person, if someone knows about your credential, the person will come with the console cable and he can directly connect it in absence of you, and he can use by the same credential and he can do some modification, right?
Yes.
So there is a two way to access the devices. First way, physically, by using a console cable. Okay, by using a console cable. Okay,
Okay.
means this is just consider this is a console cable. This is a console cable which is directly connected into your laptop. Okay, and you are in inside of the office, and it means you mean to say you are inside of the network room and you are directly connected with your devices. Okay,
Yes.
So we have a console port physically available into the device. Console port is available. Okay.
Okay.
Console port we can also say we can also call management port. Okay.
Okay.
So from here you need to connect. This is a console cable. This device is connected to the console cable and directly to your laptop. Let's suppose this IP of this interface is a 1.1.1.1, and just for the example. So here the
Okay.
IP in slash 24. Here the device IP must be a 1.1.1.22 up to 254. You can use anything in the last, right?
Yes.
With the gateway will be 1.1.1.1, and the subnet mask will be a 255.255.255.0. Okay. And when you with to access this device, you required one application that is called putty. Okay.
Yes.
So in putty, once you open, when you open, there is a you need to when you are connecting directly to the console, you just need hit the take a console cable with the command prompt also, and you can just by hitting that this device IP, you can directly access the device. I'll show you how to do this. But when you are not in the office, okay, when you are not in the
Yes.
office, and let's suppose you're working and it's a midnight and you're working from your home, okay, and you wanted to access the device and you wanted to take the device console, okay, you're not there, okay, you are at home. So how
Yes.
you're going to access the device now? This
You can
device,
ask
this
through.
interface IP, let's suppose 192.168.10.1, okay, and you are at home. When you are in the office, you can access the you can by using the same range IP, you can access this device, right? Or let's suppose you are in office also, you are in the office on itself, okay, but you are not inside of the network room. I mean to say, you are not near to the you're not going to connect the physically connectivity with the device. You just wanted to access this device from your desk, okay, from your desk, okay. So
Okay.
you need to have some IP address like 192.168, any IP of this management IP, right? Because you are
Yes.
in the same network. By using a putty, you can do the telnet and SSH. Okay, what is telnet? What is SSH? SSH that we will cover tomorrow. But today we are going to do how to secure your this physical connectivity. Okay,
Okay.
so router route switch security, we can say, today's class topic. So there is three multiple methods of securing the device. What is that? Plain text. Plain text is nothing but, let's suppose my ID is ABC. Okay, my password is a 123. Okay, this is ID. This is a password. So it will show as a clear text. Okay,
Yes.
this is the MD5. This is a algorithm. Okay, which can help us to to encrypt our password. I'll show you each and every point. Okay.
Okay.
And type 7 is designed by a Cisco, but this is a breakable. Okay, type 7 is a breakable. Type 0 is also breakable. We can break the type 0, but we cannot no one can decrypt this MD5. Okay.
Okay.
Then what is the use of type 7? By using the type 7, we can encrypt type 0. Type 0 password we can encrypt, but that is also a, as I said, like these both are, we can what we can do, we can break the password. Okay, I'll show you how to break the password as well. Okay.
Okay.
So generally we are using MD5 only. Why
Okay.
these are breakable? These are using just a number like 1 2 3 4 5. When we it will decrypt. Let's suppose password is a Hussein 1 2 3. So it will decrypt the password like 1897, some any numerical number it will use. Okay.
Okay.
So this is a decrypt. This is a breakable, but this is using numerical. a special character, and some many more others, like they're using numerical, a special character, and the capital and a small letter, the mix of combination of the the combination password. So this is not a breakable. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So what is that? So there is a two way where we can do the configuration into that authentication password, like login local, only password. Okay,
Okay.
only password is required when you. There is two way login authentication and login local authentication. What is the difference in between? Let's suppose you are the only owner and you are the only having an administrator in your office, and you are the only person who is handling your network devices. Okay,
Okay.
so at that time the password is enough for you. But what if you are having a multiple users, multiple engineers who is handling their network devices? At that time, we required a different ID password. Correct? Why different ID
Yes.
password?
Okay.
For each users, we required each engineer we required one dedicated credential, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
By using this, we can also identify who has login in the last and what changes has been made by these particular users.
Yes.
He did some changement and he said like, no, I have not done anything. Hussein is done. How you
Yes.
can prove that, right?
Yes.
So that's
This
the
is the
reason we
connected
have
verifier.
so due to this credential we can verify who was the user who logged in and what he did also, that we can verify. Okay,
Okay.
so all these things we can do. Okay, so for only password is required when you are the only person who single person to handle the device. The pass your id and password is required when you are having a multiple engineers to handle the device. Okay,
Okay.
so now let me erase this. Okay, so router console password. Type 0 will do. We have a three-way to configure the ID password, like type 0. Okay, type 0 we are having. Okay, type 0 we are having, and login authentication type login. Okay, so login, what is the authentication type login means? Just a minute. Login authentication means only password, and login local means authentication ID and password, right? So just a minute. So what is the meaning of this? Authentication type will be a login. Okay, not login local. So enable, the command will be to enter the privilege mode. You need to use the command enable, then configuration terminal. You know all about this. Line console 0 means we are going to assign a password into the line console 0,
Fine.
means console port. We are going to assign a password into console port. Today we are just
Okay.
securing our device physically in physically. Okay, but tomorrow we will, by using telnet and ssh, how you're going to secure your devices by from the remote access, that we will cover
Okay.
tomorrow. Okay, so today this is just a physical connectivity, so today we are going to cover this. We are going to secure this. Okay, so this
Okay,
will be
sir.
the command in the line console 0 password ccna123. When we are using a password, the word password. Okay, you can easily verify like this is the password means we are using type 0. Okay, but when we are
Okay.
using a secure, okay, you can consider this is a type 5. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so let's begin the configuration part. Meanwhile, I'm just keeping this
Zero to zero. Zero for password and uh,
0 for password is for type 0, means clear text.
yeah.
Okay, just a minute,
Okay.
just a minute. So this is the device. Okay, I'm just taking this directly console. Okay, so let me do some modification into this. Edit, option, preferences. Okay, and then always show port label, and font will be a, we need to increase the font like a 12. Courier type will be a 12. Okay, router iOS text will be black, and this will be a yellow. I'm just making this. Okay, and we'll get in a clear picture. Okay, so now I need to change this instead of yellow. preferences, font. Instead of yellow, we need to use the black. Okay, red, green, blue, black. And instead of iOS text, we can use black,
Yellow.
black. It will be a black, 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 yellow. It will show. Okay, so I'll use this. So this is a clear visibility now.
Yes.
So we just consider that we are having an access of the firewall now. Okay, so this is the our command that we will use. Enable configuration terminal. Okay, so what is the command? So
Mm,
line console 0. Okay, line console 0. A password I'm just keeping it as CCNA 123. Okay, password means clear text, and when it is required, when the login is whenever the login try, that time the password need. Okay, end.
okay.
Okay, just a minute, let me connect this device from by using console port, not this port. This is a ethernet port, right? So we cannot delete the we cannot access by the console. We require this console cable from console port. This is a console port, and this is our RS232. Okay, this is a console cable. I will just like to show you the physical view, the back side. So this is a zoom in and how this is the back side. Okay, this is a console port. This is blue color, right? Console is mentioned. Console is
Yes.
there na? In blue
Yeah.
color. So understand that this is we are connected in the this port. Okay. Okay, just a minute. Sorry. Now do the exit. Okay. Now it is asking the password, right?
Yes.
So what is the password? CCNA123, right?
Yes.
Now we secure whenever the user is trying to access through the console, it will ask the password. Okay.
Okay.
But what when the user if someone is saw the password, this password is someone else knows about the password. But this can they can access by any they can enter in the configuration mode as well, right? So for that we have some other option. Okay, that is we will use type 0 and type 5, and we will create some ID password here. Okay, router console password. Okay, example and line console. Just a minute. Let me. I think this is a wrong router password. This is a fine. This is also fine. We wanted to configure terminal level. Okay, type 0 router 0. Okay, so password is CN123, right? So now we will create some users. Okay, into this device we will
Yes.
create some users. Okay, by username, this is the command. Username username I'm creating as a Hussein, remember. Okay, and I'm creating a password means
Okay.
clear text. Password is a 123. Okay, I'm creating one more user,
Okay.
Mahesh. Okay, the password is a I'm using this time as a secret. Secret means type 5. Okay. The same thing I'm using as a
Okay.
password as a 123 only. Okay. And I'm saving the show running config. So if you say show running configuration, it will show Hussein what I used password, right? Type 0 it is showing
Yes.
type 0. This 0 means type 0, correct?
Yes.
Username is a
Type.
Hussein
Type.
and type is a 0. And what is the password? 123. It means it is showing clearly, right? At the same time, I created one more password. Okay, one more user, that is a Mahesh, and I uses secret word. Secret means type 5. Okay, and my password is not visible, and this is a combination of all level, right?
Yes, sir.
Correct, na?
Yes.
So we
That's
can
what.
we can we can encrypt this password as well. 123. This is a clear visible, but we can encrypt this password by using the type 7. Okay, type
Okay.
7 is developed by the Cisco. Okay, So what is the password? We just need to run one simple command, that is a configuration terminal service password service password encryption. Okay, by using this command, the type 0 will encrypt. I'll show you. So running configuration. So now what is the password? Earlier it was 0, right?
Yes.
Hussein, it was what? It was a 0, right?
0, 1, 2, 3.
And 1 2 3. But today it is now, what is this?
Total.
It is the encrypted, right?
Uh, that's all. Yes.
But this is a breakable. I'll show you. Uh, just a minute. Type 7 password decrypt. Okay, so here if you open and you put this password, it is showing like some numbers. Okay, here it is showing in some numbers. Okay, that
Okay.
we can decrypt. Let me, yeah, this is the password which we received. Now submit, and the password decryption password will get in a minute. Okay, so 1 2 3 is the password.
Yeah.
So it is a decrypt. It is possible to break that, right?
Yes,
Password
sir. Yes.
successfully decode. Okay,
Yeah.
so by using the type 7, we can decrypt the password for this one, but it is no, not this is a breakable. Okay,
Yes.
so this is about the how you're going to secure your login. Okay,
Okay.
authentication type login local, router console password example router. Okay, service password encryption, that is fine. Now we're going to enable the password in where, in the privilege mode, because now this is not asking to access the password, right? Only where we are configure the password into 1 2 3. What is the password? CCNA 1 2 3, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
after this, there is no password. It is not asking to put the password, right? Enable
Yes.
configuration terminal. So now we want, whenever the user, anyone accessing that through the console, it will ask the password for the console port, as well as whenever the user is trying to access to move into the graphical user in the global configuration mode, it should ask the password, right?
Yeah.
So we can secure this mode also. Okay, so how we're going to do? Configuration terminal enable. Okay, configuration terminal, uh, by using a type 0 we can also do, and type 5 also we can do. Okay, so I'm just going to use a configuration terminal. Configuration, just a minute. Configuration terminal, enable password means type 0. Okay, ccnp @ 123 I'm using. Okay, I'm doing the same command, enable password, not password this time, I will use secret. Enable secret ccie @123. Okay,
Okay.
so running config. So this is about type 5 and type 7. Okay, host name is router. We created type 5 and type 7. Okay, now what is this? We did nothing more than that. Yeah, line console, we created a password, right, which is decrypted. Correct. Console mode, we created a password. Tomorrow we will do line bty means telnet. Okay, tomorrow we will do that. But today what we are
Okay.
configured as of now, just now we configured enable this one. Okay, this both we configured, and Hussein, and this is for when the user trying to access, trying to move in a global mode.
Double.
Okay, so that time
Double
password
confirm.
must be required. Okay, so this is about this password, and the username and password, this is that. Okay,
Okay.
so now if you ask the user exit enable, not ccna @123, right?
Okay. Yes.
Now what? Ccna at the rate, just a minute.
CCNP.
ccnp @123. ccnp @123. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Huh? CCNA @123. It is not accepting. CCNP @123. This is also one kind of security. Okay, When you're putting the wait
Okay.
password also, it will not show. Okay, it
Okay.
is not showing the what you're putting. Okay, this kind of one kind of security. CCNP@123, CCIE@123. It is not accepting, right? CCNA
Yes.
at the rate CCNA123. It is accepting, right? This is about the console port. It was asked about the console port. Let me go to exit. It is asking about the console port CCNA 123 not at the rate. Okay. Now it is we are
Okay.
putting the enable. When we are hitting enable, okay, it is asking the password, right? So there is two
Okay.
passwords, CCNP at the rate 123, but it is not accepting, right? CCIE at the rate 123. Why CCIE is using? Why CCNP is not using accepting? Because CC because secret is a more, secret is a
The
more security. It
secure
is
one.
providing the more security,
Yes.
right? So that's the reason it is using. Okay, so you can do you can today you got to know about how to assign an ID password into
Brother.
you know router console mode, types of passwords, type 0, type 5, and type 7. From the type by using type 7, you can encrypt your type 0 password. Type 5 is a not decodable. Type 0 and type 7 is a decodable. Okay, when you're using the password 123 means you're using the plain text. When you're using the secret, okay, means you are doing the type 5, you are using the type 5 password. Okay,
Okay.
and when you're hitting enable, okay, enable configuration terminal, that time also the password is required to move the privilege mode. Okay, so that time also we can use the pass, we can create the ID password, correct?
Yes.
So you got to know about the how to access, how to control these things. Okay, tomorrow
Okay.
we will get to know about how to secure your devices while using the remotely, while accessing the remotely. Okay, means
Okay, sir.
when how that I will show you tomorrow. Thank you
And
so.
for routers only we can.
No, no, it is about the router and switch both. The same way we can